Well, the joy of finding out you're pregnant can often be somewhat tempered these days by the reality of how much it's going to hit the household budget. Well, a new book aims to offer some wise words and possible solutions to ease those worries. It's been written by someone who knows about it only too well. The author of Kids Ain't Cheap, Ana Kresina, who joins us now. Anna, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, tell me first of all, why did you want to write a book called Kids Ain't Cheap?
First off, it's true. But secondly, I found that as a parent, there are so many financial things you need to consider. How much do kids cost? How much is early childhood education cost? What are the impact of taking parental leave, and how does that affect your earning capacity, your super, and so forth? And I thought, there's no one place where all of this information exists. So I thought, why not put it together while on parental leave?
Right. Well, then how did you start approaching it? Did you talk to other parents or find out what was on their minds or what they felt they hadn't known?
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. I talked to a bunch of parents who had all different situations. Some are single parents and how they navigate their finances, while others are LGBTQI parents who have to go through fertility costs. All of us have completely different finances that we need to look after. And so talking to these parents, I thought, let's collect their stories. Their stories are in the book. Let's talk about all of the finances and how that works and put it together so that it's all cohesive in one spot.
You've got some stories from them as well. I did have a laugh, though. It's kind of like you give away the punchline with the title, don't you? It's like, there's no secret, is there? Kids are expensive.
They are. They're about $450,000 to raise one child from birth to 18 years of age, so it's quite expensive.
Do you give people tips about how to then try and navigate some of those costs?
Yes, absolutely, especially in the first years if you're expecting how to keep the cost down with a new baby, whether you're buying secondhand items or going to the toy library. Then there's also considerations when it comes to school, whether you send your child to a private school or a public school. There's a lot of things that as a parent you can choose how to navigate the financial times so that you can choose what you value as a parent, what is important to you, and where do you want to spend your money.
Did you have a look at how the cost of raising children differed across different countries, or did you just concentrate on Australia?
That's a great question. I focus mainly on Australia, although there's a lot of research out of the US looking at families and the cost over there, especially when they have a completely different medical system than we do here.
What do you think was the most surprising thing that you learned or that parents learn about a cost factor that they had not calculated into their maths?
Mainly that kids get more expensive as they get older, which I thought was surprising because I have children in early childhood education, and that is so expensive. But they do get more expensive, and a part of it is because they do extracurricular activities. They need technology. They eat more. So all those costs get put together. But this book isn't to scare people off from having kids.
Right, you're not saying don't do it. You're just saying go in pre-warned.
Yes, and navigate how you want to do your parenthood, you know, what you value, what you think is important for your kids, and talk to them about money. That's the other big part of the book as well.
Oh, right. Okay, so talk to kids about money, have them understand it very early on.
Yeah, the end part of the book is how do you talk about money? Talk about it at the dinner table, everyday kind of moments when you're going shopping. Why is this milk more expensive than that milk? Bringing it into everyday situations, because kids don't like math, but math and financial literacy go together. So talking about those everyday kind of situations is really what's going to help set you up as a parent and your kids for financial literacy.
Okay, how many children did you say you had?
Two.
Two. You're going to have any more?
No, I'm done. They're too expensive.
There's another chapter there.
Yeah.
Hey, Anna, thanks very much for coming in. Good luck with the book.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.